revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful...
He's having a shot! Goal! Lyon! And Lyon are in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Corinthians finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's shifting through the gears here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's had it taken off him. Yamal. Oh, this is a terrific run. Yamal's cross. Bernardo Silva. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He has found the way through. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Yamal. Wriggles his way through. Yamal. Oh, that's nice. Now, can they get him away? In by Hullet. Lyon leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's Messi.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. Neymar looking understandably energised after his goal. Bastoni. Hazard, great vision. Can he get onto this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Driving forward. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! It's in! Corinthians are back in business. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neymar. Now it's Rafael Leao. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And he's had it nicked away. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Spread it left. Can he get it through? Now it's Gattuso. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Neymar. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Yamal. He's onside, and he's managed to get free. Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hullet threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Yamal. Neymar. Nicely aimed pass. Ibrahimovic! It's hit the upright. Bernardo Silva. Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tries to play it through. Gattuso. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
So the last big chance, perhaps, before half-time.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Gets the shot away! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Azar. Now it's Hullet. Rijkaard. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gattuso. Now it's Hullet. Hernandez cuts it out. He is through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's a promising position, and he's managed to get free. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is. Oh, and they couldn't have had a worse start to the second half, Peter. The captain has to pick himself up now, never mind his teammates.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that's fabulous. Hazard could try cutting inside here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Alexander-Arnold has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? Hazard gets into a good position. Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. cuts out the supply. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely bit of skill. Fired deep towards the back post. Oh, good spread. Yamal. That's a promising run he's making on the right. He has found a way through. Yamal's cross. He rises! Goal! Corinthians! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's got away. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Yamal couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Ball driven towards... a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind.
Substituição em andamento.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. Mbappe shapes to shoot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been, in fact...
Great chance! Goal! Leon! And the comeback is complete! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Oh, some tackle that, and that's gone loose. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. There's the shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Shoots! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
He's found a way through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Alexander-Arnold, that's going right the way across. Great defending, strong and determined. That is good strength. Vinicius Junior. Schneider. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zico. And this is Zico. Shot could be on. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal is offering a right smile there.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. And time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply.
A prize to finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Bale just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Neuer totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter, and I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
Tries to play it through. Vinicius Junior! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, super chance! Spread it left.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neymar. That's a cute ball. Vinicius Junior. Aubameyang is onto it in a flash. Nicely worked. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nice sequence of passes, this. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, he's onto this. There's no flag. Goes for a shot! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Corinthians are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kukçu. And here's Rafael Leao. Spread out to the left. He's found a way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bernardo Silva. Vinicius Junior has it in a wide position. Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior's cross. Kaká. Ronaldinho, a true great in every sense of the word. And he plays one through. He is through here. Cross into the box. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bernardo Silva. And he's picked it up out wide. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Little pass back. Now it's Neymar. Aubameyang. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Beckenbauer. And it's Kaka. Looking for options for movement. Beckham, who does have an assist to his name. Donnarumma.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Aubameyang.
Temos minuto de
Great
acréscimo.
vision. Crosses it in. Big header! Oh, it's hit the post. No messing. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So it's back to business. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Has a shot! Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save! Now it's Messi. Swung over. Vinicius Junior. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bernardo Silva. This looks promising. Tries to pass it through. Shot a goal! Goal! Leon! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Lyon get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bale receives it in a good position here. It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Corinthians appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Kukçu.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Kukçu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Beckham. Bernardo Silva.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Aubameyang charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Aubameyang really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 10, Ronaldinho.
Bale takes a shot!
Camisa 37.
Schneider gets it away.
Deixando o campo.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible... And Aubameyang! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Aubameyang has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now it's Mbappe. He's got away and he shoots! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's
Bale! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Schneider demonstrating his defensive quality there. Back into the middle. And he's managed to get front. Shoots! Sticks it away! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Corinthians get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Zico. Lyon finding their passes.
Lyon surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Vinicius Junior is always looking to break lines. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Can he finish? It's Bale! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, all square with almost no time remaining.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now,
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. And this is the bell! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Looking to play him in. Nicely shaped cross. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He has found the way through. Cruyff. Good running, strong and purposeful. Could go all the way here. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama. Ball on the spot. Can he? A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Corinthians complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
It looks to be the correct call.
And time is up. Lyon played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Lyon are looking a touch fragile, Peter. Confidence looked well down, and they have to find some courage quickly now if they're to react.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
And nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Conte did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Can he get onto this? So what can they make of this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, just skips past his man. Rafael Leao!
Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
And it's been played through. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. What a throw in. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up and...
Tries a shot! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already.
And that is a little undercooked. Totti. And here's Rafinha. Oh, great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Gullit clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Rafinha
With the short one.
He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bellingham. And the shot! Oh, shooting chance!
Vinicius Junior.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Caceres deals with that comfortably. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Lyon clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Passing nice and neat. Shoots! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Bellingham. Good ball, good take. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he welcomes it in. He's got away. And he shoots! Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
He's in space and looking for options.
And Gullit! It's anyone's ball now. Thinks about the shot. Roll! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. It's their second corner of the game.
They've played it short.
Chance, surely!
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Goes for the shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Raul probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
That's a cute ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Done delicately. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Rafinha! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pullet. Pullet gets flagged offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Neymar. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He came in hard, very hard. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Played back in. Just eases him off the ball. Rafael Leao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite... Big chance, must be! And he's onside. And the finish! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this. Bellingham. Now it's Raul. Now it's Pullet. Alexander-Arnold proves too strong. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a good 35 yards out, this. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
Certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Beckham. Out to the left it goes. No, he refuses to take the bait. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's found a way through. So much time and space here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Caught offside that time. Hernandez looks to the other side.
Oh, well spotted.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Neymar.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Raul is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's running through, shapes the shoot! And that has fair fizzed.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Alexander-Arnold, and it's Messi. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Can he get onto this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Bellingham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now the breakaway. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Stood up well to him there. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Great vision, and this is Hullet. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He is through here. Totti. Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Vieira defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hullet, and he's managed to get free. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. And Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'd be hard-pressed to find a player who's more versatile than this fella, Jordan Henderson. So much so, his best position is always in debate. I think he's better when he has the whole pitch in front of him, more time to pick his passes to greater effect, and then read the play if a turnover occurs.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Looking to play him in.
Pele! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner.
Neymar, tidy with his distribution. Knocks it out wide. And it's Roberto Carlos. Pele!
It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Looking for options for movement. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Edmilson. Now it's Rafael Leao.
And he's on his way! Tries a shot!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping.
Gone behind for a goal kick.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Lyon have it back and can go again. And that should get the job done.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Oh, there's a probing ball. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Nicely weighted ball. Rodri. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball.
Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cannavaro. And it's Pirlo. Rice makes the interception.
Decent progress down the left.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Now it's Messi.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot! Goal! Lyon! And there is his 30th goal.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Lyon have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Messi gets flagged offside.
No, he's not getting past him there.
Neymar. No way through there.
Played out towards the right wing.
Now it's Messi.
Oh, that's fabulous.
And that's played in low. Danger averted for now.
Pirlo. Now it's Cruyff. Lyon looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Rodri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Rodri. And it's Conte. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. This looks promising. Now it's Cruyff. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Now that was quite some save.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the assistant referee rightly gives him... probing pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Conte. Rafael Leao. Good driving run. Jordan Henderson. Now it's Messi. That ball looks a good one. He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
But inscrit.
And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
C'est perdu dans la foule. Ses parents sont priés de se manifester auprès d'un de nos stadiers.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Messi, he is through here. Incoming delivery. Tries to get it clear. That's an imaginative pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's picked it up out wide. And there's the shot! Goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Vinicius Junior, and he's managed to get free, fires it in low, and that has been clubbed away. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, and this try!